Freud explained that dreams are for fulfillment of desires. When you dream of kissing in a dream, you have a desire to kiss. If you were kissing in a dream, it seems to be rooted in the desire to talk more. The dream of kissing you have is deeply related to love, but it is a dream when it has a strong spiritual meaning rather than a sexual one. It expresses the desire to have a lover who can love each other from the bottom of his heart and to be kind to the opposite sex. The dream of you being kissed by your lover is a sign of dissatisfaction with your relationship not progressing as you wish. The same goes for dreams of being kissed by someone who has a crush. Also, a warning that your dream of kissing your lover should be careful of the other person's change of heart. Don't let your guard down. Your dream of kissing something with a cute image, such as a baby or an animal, is a suggestion that interpersonal relationships will work. If you have a bad interpersonal relationship, it's a good idea to approach yourself. The dream of kissing has many meanings. The biggest is the desire to kiss. There are other times when you dream of kissing someone you didn't think of. Why do you kiss that person when you wake up? You may think that. But since the root is sexual desire, if you don't care about that person, you don't interpret that you want to kiss that person, but love someone. It is a desire to be done. You may want to be loved by someone, even if you aren't aware of it. Even married people may have such sexual desires. It's good to think that there is such a desire as a subconscious. Kissing dreams can also be related to dissatisfaction and anxiety. Even if you dream of kissing, you can think of cases other than romance. A kiss also means a secret, and there are times when you are worried that the secret will not be revealed. Of all the kissing dreams you've seen, the most common pattern is probably the dream of kissing someone you like. Explain in detail about the dream you had. The dream of kissing someone you like is a pleasant dream, isn't it? All living things have the aspect of living in search of pleasure. You are no exception, and you probably dreamed of kissing in search of something comfortable. The dream of kissing someone you like actually represents a warning. If you dream of kissing someone you like, think about your actions. I like the other person as much as the other person comes out in my dreams. Depending on your approach in reality, it can be annoying to the person you kissed. To improve your relationship with him, you should focus on improving yourself at a distance. If you dream of kissing someone you like, think about suppressing your desires and increasing your appeal. The dream of ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend coming out in a dream and kissing is that you have some regrets. There may be some parts that I haven't been convinced about the farewell of ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend. If you dream of kissing ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend, maybe you want to approach ex-boyfriend again. However, please think carefully before the ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, and resurrection who broke up due to a problem. In most cases it is better for you to forget and start a new love. Change yourself when you dream of kissing your ex-boyfriend. It is good to think that. If it was a dream of a real kiss, it's a time when libido is very high. Have you ever dreamed of kissing with a strangely realistic feeling? It's a dream that comes from libido. Dreaming of a real kiss is a dream that you dream of when your desire to kiss and beyond is too deep to really come true. If you were kissing your real lover in a dream, it will be a reality in the near future. In other words, it's a dream when you have the power to make your desires a reality. The dream of kissing yourself is when you have a strong sexual desire. The dream of kissing means a spiritual connection and a desire to satisfy your libido, which means that your own desires are growing. If you kiss a stranger in your dreams, if you kiss the opposite sex, you seem to have a desire to be loved more deeply. A commentary on a dream of kissing someone you know or work. The dream of kissing someone at work represents a growing desire for people at work to accept you. You can also see it when you are isolated at work, such as being accused of making mistakes or being in trouble with strange rumors. However, the meaning of a dream depends on whether you kissed it in your boss or a colleague. A dream of kissing my boss. Your boss's dream means that you're losing confidence because of a job failure, a bad relationship, and so on. In particular, the higher the position of the boss you dreamed of, the more likely you are to lose confidence. The dream of you kissing deep kissing is the dream you have when you are full of libido. You want to make a deep kiss, and hopefully beyond. It means that you have a lot of libido. The following is an excerpt of the kiss item from the Book of Dream Meaning. It is not the kiss itself, but it can be thought of as a symbol of what you think in your heart, your speech, your expressiveness, and your promise. Kissing is also a typical symbol of libido, so it is necessary to make a clear distinction between sexual dreams and precognitive dreams. When not only kissing in a dream but also the tongue stretches long and licks. The long tongue is a symbol of skillful speech and excellent intelligence. It shows that those powers will solve your problem. A dream of stretching your tongue or licking your lips with your tongue when you kiss in a dream is a sign of increased sexual desire. Please be careful not to have sexual intercourse with a suitable person. Also, the dream of seeing the tongue of the opposite sex implies that you have a sexual interest in that person. The dream of kissing a lot, kissing in a row, represents a psychological situation in which you are seeking a mental connection with someone. Perhaps you are currently hungry for love. In the case of a single, a sign of dangerous love. Singles are more likely to be attracted to dangerous love when they have this dream. If you are looking for a lover, please consult with a close friend to find a partner so that you will not fail as much as possible. Interest in cheating if you have a partner. For couples and married people, the time when they are interested in affairs and affairs. Let's look back on the good points of our partners so that we don't get into big trouble due to a temporary mistake. If the feeling of kissing is a very real dream, the meaning will differ depending on the person who appears in the dream. For example, if you're a favorite or celebrity, most of the time your desires are just a dream come true. If you don't know, a sign of encounter. However, if the person in your dream is a stranger, you may really meet that person and fall in love with them in the near future. Especially if the kiss can't be forgotten even after waking up from the dream, it's likely to be a true dream. It is recommended that you actively go out to meet the destined person.